we're just going to do a little intro first.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to my show.
This is our show.
Oh, yeah. My name is Tickle Moth, and this is my co-host, Zach.
Welcome to Soul Tickle, a podcast where we go under the fluff to talk about mental health stuff.
Because this world is so crazy, I don't understand how people want to keep going.
Yeah, me neither sometimes. So here to talk with us today about just that, please welcome our guest, Julian Michael.
Hi, Tickle Muff.
Hey, Julian.
And also Zach.
Hi. Yeah, I'm here too.
It's not just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome.
You've got a co-host.
Yes, this is my co-host.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, Julian.
I'm excited to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
You look, as I said, you look amazing.
I mean, I try not to leave the house looking less than my best.
Really?
These days.
Why is that?
Well, I feel like you should put a little bit of effort when you go places, and I figured there would be cameras here.
It's true. There are cameras here. I just have trouble putting effort into what I wear every single day.
Well,
How do you do it?
Well, my wardrobe is fairly limited, I think.
Yeah.
But like when I'm going somewhere, especially in any capacity as like myself, the performer, I feel a certain obligation to myself to just like wear the part. I think that helps me inhabit the part.
Yeah.
And I haven't always felt that way, but that's how I feel now.
Yeah, that actually leads me to my question. Oh, thank you, Kita. That's okay, thank you.
Doing technical stuff over
Yeah.
here.
Well, I have a question, because Zach and I were just talking about this. I feel like we all have our outside, you know, what we show to the world, and then we have our inside. And I'm just curious how you think that your outside is perceived.
That is a great question. I think that my outside is perceived as someone who is pretty charismatic, pretty funny, potentially intimidating if you don't know him. I think I'm perceived as someone who is pretty confident and maybe even like a little bit effortless, which could not be further from my reality.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I put a lot of thought and effort and maybe too much into how I present, especially on stage, and just like I believe in being a thermostat, not a thermometer. I believe in like setting the temperature of the room, but that requires like being in a certain mindset. It requires like feeling like you know where things are going, having control. And so a big part of my own personal journey is to harness that where that's supposed to be harnessed, but also embrace just the chaos of everything that actually happens, and just be comfortable when plan A doesn't quite work, to pivot.
Yeah, because a lot of times plan A does not work.
Most of the time.
A lot of the time, I feel like every time I try to plan something, the opposite thing happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
What do you do when you have to pivot?
I think a part of it is planning for things to go wrong. So,
Wow.
I don't want to mess her name up. I think it's Gabrielle Oettingen, I think is her name, but she has
Gabby.
She has created a formula in a book that I read a very long time ago. It's called WOOP, WOOP.
Whoop.
And so when you're like doing your visualizing, you WOOP it. W stands for wish, like what you wish will happen.
Yeah.
The first O is the outcome, sort of if you get your wish, what is the outcome? The second O is the obstacle. What are the things that will keep you from that? Like sort of planning on all the stuff that'll go wrong, planning on the crowd not giving a shit about what it is that you have to say in the bar, for example. And then what is your plan based on both the obstacles and your outcome? And so I think when I found I've had the most success is just like having a sense of all the things too that I think might go wrong, so that I'm not frazzled when something goes. It's sort of built into the plan.
Yeah.
But the other thing is just like shit goes wrong. And I think that's okay. I think there's so much pressure to be perfect or to execute a vision, but everything that we do is temporal. It's a moment, you know. I think that's one of the cool things about being on stage.
Yeah.
We create a moment.
Yeah.
And if it's not perfect, learn something. I'm still thinking about one of the worst performances I did at a very, very important gig. And it's just
Really?
like,
What?
yeah.
Tell us about it.
I worked a cruise ship, and the last night of the ship, I made a very cardinal mistake.
What happened?
I made fun of a drag queen who had made fun of me earlier, but everyone likes the drag queen more than me. And so
gosh.
the room completely turned on me.
Oh no.
And I don't roast often, but when I do, like, I go in. So I went in, and they were like, "No, sir, we're not having it." And it just got very awkward, and I had to like just eat it for a moment and then like pivot and win them back. And I won them back. Like, we got them back.
Thank
but
goodness.
I still think about it.
So yeah, how does that affect you today?
I'm a lot less cocky when I go on stage. I'm a lot I feel like I'm more, I try to read the room even better. I mean, like, I feel like I've always done that, but I try even harder. I really try to think about plan B, and certainly not having any part of my success like rely on me shitting on other people.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's we don't love. Yeah, when you bring negativity in any way, it kind of derails
Well,
things.
and it's a tricky thing in comedy because like I didn't even mean the stuff I was saying. Like, I was really just trying to match the level of drag queen energy that I feel like I was perceiving, but like they were not having it from me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was, oh, that's actually just like really biting, or oh, maybe that's not as funny as you think, or well, it could be any number of things, but it certainly wasn't the way that I normally approach
Yeah.
doing comedy. And so I think just like getting outside of myself to try to do something else was not the smartest.
Well, you know, we do comedy too, and I personally have been going through the past few months of like feeling super low, like probably the lowest I've ever felt.
Yeah, it's not been fun to watch.
Yeah.
I've been feeling it a little bit too.
Yeah,
Why have you been feeling that way?
I think it's been a confluence of what's going on politically and, you know, going through all the fire situations.
That was really scary.
That was, it was scary. And I don't know. I feel like it's just everything. And it's really been affecting my writing.
Which wasn't really good to begin with.
Tickle 'em up.
Sorry, we're on a podcast. We have to say the truth.
Okay, well, you know, you can try writing if you want to.
I'm good.
Okay, well, someone needs to do the writing.
Yeah.
I'll try to help.
But I was curious, like, do you go through low periods? And if so, does that affect what you're doing? And how do you navigate that?
I mean, the short answer is yes. Yeah, I definitely do. I guess I've never I've never tried to make the sort of current political climate or the day-to-day of it all too big a factor in my joke telling.
Well, we're not, I don't want to.
Well, no,
have a
but hold
question.
on. So like
Okay.
I feel like I process that elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I use the stage to just like be a narcissist and work through the things I want to work out in that sense. I think when I'm feeling particularly like troubled by the state of the world, which is just like very easy to be as a queer black man in America, I feel like it just like it energizes me to just like walk in contrarian energy on stage. So just like lean into pushing people's buttons even more. I enjoy making white people uncomfortable. And so the fact that this country is we're on a timeline where none of us are comfortable, and for some people this is like brand new and shocking, and for other people they're having to reap what they sow a little bit. Like, okay, you know what I mean? Like it kind of is. It is what it is. I'm here to just like push the buttons when you come to the show. Again, it's like being a thermostat. So if you step into my space, whether it's my show or it's my 15-minute block, like you're coming into my energy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I honestly, like, writing for me has to be less about motivation and more about process. And this is why I've been so interested, as you well know, in just like building consistent community in LA amongst, you know, people that I vibe with, because I think accountability makes us all better, because it's very easy to just get sucked into the shit of life and just like, I don't want to do this today.
Yeah. Well, that's how I feel a lot of the
Yeah.
time. So, yeah, is that what helps you keep going? How do you not just give up? Because I want to give up.
But that's also, like, we were talking off the air about why I'm in the gym all the time. It's the routine of it all. And just like, I feel a certain level of accomplishment when, before I've dived into emails, I've lifted a bunch of heavy shit, you know? And the same thing is true if, like, I've met whatever goals I have for building my career, whether it's brainstorming new content or writing actual jokes, or like getting over myself and posting stuff on the internet that I think is great that no one will see or comment.
Like you in a robe.
Yeah.
You were in a robe recently?
I was in a robe earlier today.
Does act like that.
Yeah, you look good.
Thank you.
So that's how you get through routine and processing things on stage.
Yeah, and you have to have people that you trust, that you can just unload on. Let me rephrase that. I don't know how
Yes,
clear
please.
this podcast is. I don't know. You have to have people that you're comfortable seeing you not okay. That you can bring shitty energy around and they don't take it personally, but also that you're prepared to receive shitty energy back and uplift each other. And I think if you have a community, it doesn't have to be a lot of people, but just like, I know what you're going through, and like, I just need you to tell me to like get my shit together today, bitch. Like, I don't know, whatever it is. I think that's so crucial. Like, you telling me, like, sort of daring me to start working on this one person show is the only reason it's as far as it is.
You did that?
Yeah, I dared. I told Julian, I was like, just do it.
And now you're doing it.
Now we're doing it. Now I've got
That's amazing.
digital note cards and monologues written and all kinds of stuff that
Oh my
I
God.
was just like, would not have happened otherwise. But literally having
Yeah.
a push and feeling like, I'm gonna let someone else down if I don't do this makes a huge difference. And I was not at all comfortable when I debuted just like the very first part of the workshop at my last show. But like, I was determined to be uncomfortable, to just like sit or stand in this case in whatever happened, and just like trust that the people who were there, if they didn't still like me, they had already paid their ticket, so it would be okay.
And they couldn't get out.
They couldn't get out.
doors
The doors
locked.
were locked.
Yeah.
And it turned out great.
That's
It
what
turned
you
out-
need at a
yeah.
comedy show. You have to
Yeah.
lock the doors.
Lock the goddamn doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were here.
Oh, that's
doing it.
amazing. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to
Thank
see
you.
it.
It's gonna be great one
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
gonna
thank you so much, Julia. This has been amazing.
Yeah, thank you both.
Thank
This
you
was
for
awesome.
coming.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you.
I learned a lot.
Yeah, are you gonna start going to the gym?
Yes, I gotta get a membership at LA Fitness.
I was just
Is that your gym?
I have a gym in my building, thankfully.
Lucky.
Yeah, I was just thinking about some of the situations that I've encountered in gyms like LA Fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think I'll be safe there?
I think you'll be safe. I think
Okay.
you just might have to listen to a bunch of old men tell stories with their balls hanging down a little bit.
I love balls.
Okay. Well then.
Well, these are different kind of balls.
Oh. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I love you.
Before, hey, Tickle,
Yeah.
before we, let's ask every guest where we can find them.
Oh, good idea. Where can we find you, Julian?
Where can you find me?
Yeah.
I'm on
What's
the
your address?
I'm on the internet.
Oh,
My internet address at unpolished Jules Jules is where you can find me on the Instagrams.
wow.
Yeah.
That's a bold name.
It is a bold name.
Yeah, I try to give people a little something.
Yeah.
You know?
We all need a little
Yeah, a
something.
little something.
Yeah.
Yeah, find me there. I'm also on other platforms, but you can find all the stuff there. Also,
Your
you can find
music.
my music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Under the name Jules the Lion on Spotify or wherever it is that you get music. And I actually just put out a new song. It's called Further. It should be on
Yes.
anyone's booty call playlist.
It's very
If you're
good.
bringing somebody over, this
Very
will,
sexy.
It'll really help them. It'll help them feel something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh yeah. My monthly show too, Hilarity. It's every second Thursday at the Broadwater, and you can find that at Hilarity on the grams or on Facebook if you're over a certain age. You can find it there too, for sure.
Amazing. I did the show. It's a great show, Julian. You're an amazing musician.
One of your episode was one of my favorite episodes. I never
you.
had the chance to interview a puppet before.
Yeah, that was one of our favorite shows, truly.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, we'll have to have you back.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure about Jill, but we'll have you back, Sam.
Okay. Goodbye.